All right. I am Patrick Romero, the International Enrollment Advisor for Southeast Asia, mainly for the Philippines, Indonesia, and Taiwan. So let's start. What are our agendas for today? We will discuss about Canada, the Windsor highlight, the University of Windsor, because University of Windsor, the main sellable point for University of Windsor is the Windsor itself. So later I'll discuss to you about it, our faculties and programs, what are the experiential learning, the careers, what are the investments for the students, for what are the other opportunities. So let's go. Let's discuss about Canada. So why Canada? Because Canada is there is a pathway called study, work, and live pathway for Canada. Um, Assure you will welcome and safe place, quite few changes. I mean, there are quite few changes for the IRCC or Government of Canada, but in terms of University of Windsor, there are no changes. And Canada is an amazing study destination and welcomes hundreds of thousand international learners from Southeast Asia, mainly from Asia, because we are the most diverse university in Canada. So we don't have I mean there are we have the most diverse universities. We have students from Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, and other parts of Southeast Asia study. Canada is the most globally recognized high quality of education. So, in terms of the quality of education, Canada is there is the quality of education. In terms of affordability, Canada is less lower than studying in Australia, UK, and US. And I know Indonesia market is mainly for Australian destination market because of the distance, the scholarships, and everything. But Canada is there for affordability and quality of education as well, and as well as the work. So, in terms of working, the student can work part time for 20 hours during school or school duration, but during the school break, the student can work 40 hours or full time during school break. So the student has an option to work while studying, and after studying, they will be granted a postgraduate work permit, which they can stay for 3 years in Canada after they graduate. So and then after that, Canada is the number one safest country in the world according to Forbes, and the quality of life in Canada is really great. And as well as there is a pathway for permanent residency in Canada. So if you have students who is looking for immigration pathway, Canada is the easiest. I mean, easiest destination market, but of course you need to go through study pathway program, which is study, work, and live in Canada in order for them to have the pathway for permanent residency. So this is Canada. And if you have any questions about Canada, I can elaborate more about Canada, about the post graduation work permit, about how affordable it is. So later I'll discuss to you. And also I sent the link for our tuition fee estimator to in order for you to check whether this program is really affordable compared to other countries or compared to other universities. So next is why Windsor. So this is the main selling point of University of Windsor, the location itself. Windsor is located in the southern part of Canada. So there if you're from America, there is a saying that if you're going to Canada, you will always go to north. But with the University of Windsor or Windsor, you will always go to the south because this is the southest part of Canada. And then it's 3 to 4 hours away from Toronto. But the good thing with this is This one is 5 minutes away from Detroit, Michigan, USA. So Detroit, Michigan, USA is known for its motor city of the USA. So all the manufacturers of American cars like Ford, Chevrolet, and other American cars are located in Detroit, Michigan. And because of inflation, because of the affordability of Canada compared to USA, they transferred everything, including the manufacturing, the construction, the logistics. So Windsor is now the automotive capital of Canada. So in terms of uh, vehicle manufacturing, logistics, business, the work there is really in demand. In terms of Windsor, there are lots of work opportunities. And then, as you can see here, this is our pathway, part of our campus, and across the lake is the Detroit, Michigan stuff. So it's bridge away, so it's 5 minutes away from Windsor. The Detroit, Michigan is 5 minutes away. And according to here, this is the best weather in Canada, surrounded by the five Great Lakes. So, if most of the provinces and cities in Canada, if the province or city is located near the border of the USA, sometimes it has the best weather, or most of the time, it has the best weather. Usually, especially for the British Columbia and this one, the Ontario, Windsor is part of. I mean, it's 5 minutes away from USA, so it has the best weather in Canada. And then next is why Windsor. So this one is updated. So it is the number 7 best university in Canada in terms of non-medical. I guess this one is number 5 or number 7, but it's now updated. And before, we are part of the 5%, but now we are now part of the top 2% world university ranking. So it's now improved every year. So it means we are really proud of our ranking and reputation. We are top institution all over the world, and I mean, we are part of the top 5 world university ranking. We move up 200 places because of the research, scholarship, creative activities, because of the faculties, the programs. And then of course, we are proud to be recognized for our community and world-class faculty members. Um, we are known for its experiential learning. So why on hands-on learning? So we are preparing the students for their career, practice, for their future job. And then we are building an impressive resume for the students. So meaning our faculties, our advisors, uh our teachers are really hands-on on every students. So we have I guess 30 or maybe less than 20 students in one class. So meaning the the professors are really focused on every students. So this one, local top tiers opportunities. This one is really new because Canada's first electric battery manufacturing plant is located in Windsor, because Windsor is the automotive capital of Canada, and there are Amazon distribution centers, acute care hospitals, bridges, and home of the employers like Stellantis, Caesars, Ford, Vistaprint, and many more. So the employment rate within the 2 years or less than 2 years of graduation is 95.3%. That's right after they graduate. So that 95.3% is right after they graduate. Maybe 2 to 3 months, it becomes 100%. So the employment rate in University of Windsor and in Windsor is really high because of the in demand of because of the programs, and as well as the in demand of work. I mean, uh there are lots of work opportunities around the area because Windsor is a developing city in the province of Ontario. And let's start introducing the faculties and programs. I listed all the faculties and programs because all of the faculties and programs has their own admissions team, meaning they have their own criteria for GPA, English requirements. Um, so let's start introducing the course-based master's program. This one is the course-based master's program. Uh, We have this one is 12 to 16 months duration. It's registered as 16 months, but some of the single students, if the student will not bring a spouse, they can finish it within the 12 months. But according to IRCC or Government of Canada, if you're bringing a spouse, you need to study within the span of 16 months. But it's registered as 16 months program, and then with the 3 years of post graduation work permit, so 3 years of PGWP. Right after they graduate, they will apply for a post-graduation work permit, which allows them to stay in Canada for 3 years. And your spouse, if you have a spouse or a partner or a common law partner, you can bring your spouse with you within the duration of your stay in Canada. So 12 to 16 months plus 3 years. So your partner is with you as I mean is with you. So, and your partner has an open work permit, meaning your partner can work anywhere in Canada or work any jobs, full-time jobs in Canada. Not just a part-time job, but a full-time job. And then 95% employment rate, like I discussed earlier, that 95% is only recorded right after they graduate, but 2 to 3 months it becomes 100%. And also in terms of immigration pathway, is it I mean the student graduates from a course-based master from University of Windsor. Especially University of Windsor is located in Windsor, so it's eligible for immigration pathway like express entry and Ontario Immigration Nominee Program, or EE and OINP. So, in terms of the immigration pathway in Canada, it's like point system. So if you're familiar with the New Zealand point system, it's like this. So the immigration pathway is also counting points. So there is a big chunk of points if you're graduate from university, and especially in Windsor, because there is an additional point for express entry and OINP. So in terms of immigration pathway, University of Windsor is one of the best option for you. And also, let's discuss the course-based master's program. Let's start with actual science, and the most in demand one is the applied computing. I guess this one is also in demand for Indonesia. When I visited Indonesia, maybe 70% of the students are looking for applied computing, because applied computing, if your student is coming from a degree of IT or information technology, computer science, computer technology, you can apply your student here with applied computing. And we have applied economics and policy. uh we also have engineering. All the disciplines are complete, from automotive, electric vehicle, civil, electrical, environmental, industrial, materials, mechanical. And then for education, we have other disciplines like second language acquisition, culture and society, curriculum, educational administration. And this one is the most in demand program, which is the Masters of Management, or MOM. The Masters of Management, we have four disciplines: business data analytics, international accounting and finance, HRM, which is human resource management, and logistics and supply chain management. I guess logistics and supply chain management and international data analytics are the most in demand ones, because of the the design of Windsor itself, because there are manufacturing, logistics, supply, and all of the manufacturing of cars are everywhere there. So the most in demand one for Windsor is the business data analytics, logistics, and supply chain management. And also we have a new program, which is the Masters of Engineering Management. It's a combination of the management and the engineering field. And then for some of the medical fields are looking for master's program, we have medical biotechnology. And for the combination of medical or sciences and engineering, we have materials, chemistry, and engineering. So again, this is a 12 to 16 months duration. It's registered as 16 months, but if the student is not bringing a spouse or a single applicant, the student can finish it up to 12 months of duration. And the student can apply for a post-graduation work permit, a 3 years post-graduation work permit. And if you have any spouse or the student has a spouse, they can bring them. The spouse will be granted an open work permit. The spouse can work full time while the student is studying, and after that, the spouse can also stay there for 3 years. And next, let's go for the undergraduate. Welcome to the School of Business. For undergraduate, we have one, which is the business administration. But the good thing with this one is you can partner it with some of the other programs like computer science, economics, mathematics, political science, psychology, women's and gender studies. We do this because we are covering some changes for the IRCC or Government of Canada. There are changes there are always changes within the policies of Canada. But this one is really great program for the business program, especially Indonesia is really or is looking for some business programs. So this one is I would recommend this one because this one is a cohort based program, so meaning the student is allowed to get their own schedules, curriculums. So the student can get 80% from business administration and 20% from computer science, or 50-50. It depends on the student. So again, for that School of Business, we have undergraduate, which is business administration, and they can partner it with some of the programs available for uh like computer science, economics, mathematics. And for graduate, we have ICBM, our ICBM meaning International Cohort Based Masters. So it's a course based masters. We have Masters of Management, and we also have MBA. So the only commissionable for our University of Windsor is the course-based masters. The undergraduate, the course-based masters are the ICBM, the undergraduate, and the MBA. So that's the I mean that most of the programs are commissionable, but I'll discuss to you what are the programs that is not commissionable. So next is the creative and performing arts. I guess 1 out of 50 or 100 students is looking for creative and performing arts program. So in terms of undergraduate, we have acting, drama, film production, music, visual arts, and then for graduate, film, media arts, and visual arts. For graduate program, this is not commissionable for the agents, but for undergraduate, these are all commissionable. And then same as the creative and performing arts, I guess humanities and culture is not that in demand. S- So I'll just discuss the undergraduate. We have disciplines from English, French studies, modern language, Greek, philosophy, modern language with two language options. So if you have students who is looking for humanities and culture, especially for this kind of discipline for undergraduate, feel free to explore programs for University of Windsor, especially for creative and performing arts and humanities and culture, because this one is not that in demand, but maybe 1 out of 100 or 1 out of 50 students who's looking for this kind of program. At least you have an option for you to recommend humanities and culture and creative and performing arts to the student. And let's start with the social sciences and professional studies. Are you all okay? All right, so let's start with social sciences and professional studies. For undergraduate, the most in demand ones here are the commercial aviation leadership, communication. We have a law school, so some of the in demand programs for social sciences and professional studies are considered as their pre-law, like criminology, international relations and development studies, law and politics, political science, and other political science like French immersion, concurrent education for political science. And we have psychology. So this one is really there are variations of psychology like behavioral cognition and neuroscience, developmental psychology. We have child psychology. We have education for child psychology, which is the early childhood education. And we also have business administration and psychology. We have psychology, interdisciplinary health science stream, and of course we have social works. So there are other variety for social work. And for graduate, we have Masters of Arts and PhD program. These are not commissionable for the agents. And then for education, we have undergraduate, which is I don't know. I asked some of the agents in Indonesia before that if education is in demand program for international student, and they told me that it's somehow not in demand program uh for Indonesian students who is looking for international studies. So, just discuss this one for undergraduate. We have disciplines for communication, drama, French, history, music, political science, visual arts, general science, mathematics, psychology, and modern language. And for the master's program, we have Masters of Education, which is the ICBM. This is the one that is the commissionable. This one is the course-based masters, which is the Masters of Education, and others are not commissionable for the agents. So this one is education, and let's move on to engineering. So welcome to the Faculty of Engineering for undergraduate, the normal ones, but we have the unique programs for undergraduate of engineering, which is the mechatronics. The mechatronics is the combination of mechanical and electronics. If you're familiar with the drone engineering, robotics. So that's it, the mechatronics. So it's a modern day mechanical and electronics. So robotics, drone engineering. If your students are looking for this kind of program, you can recommend mechatronics engineering. And we also have other disciplines or sub-discipline for mechanical engineering, which is very unique because we have disciplines like aerospace, automotive, environmental materials for mechanical engineering. And for graduate, we have ICBMs, which is International Cohort Based Masters or Course Based Masters. We have Masters of Engineering, and the disciplines I discussed that earlier. The disciplines like civil, electrical, environmental, mechanical, and then we have engineering management and materials chemistry and engineering. Also, the automotive engineering is commissionable for the agents, but others are not commissionable. And let's move on to human kinetics. Welcome to the Faculty of Human Kinetics for undergraduate, kinesiology and health studies, and also sports management and leadership. This one is really a good program because if you will check our website, there are internship availables for sports management and leadership because there are internship with the sports brand teams in Canada, universities in Canada who is offering a school team, and even the NBA is you can go through internship through NBA, hockeys, and other sports in Canada. So this one is really a good program. if ever that your student is looking for undergraduate program for human kinetics in kinesiology and health studies and sports management and leadership. And for graduate, the only commissionable for graduate is the sports management and leadership MSML. So next is we have a law school. So for undergraduate, we have Juris Doctor, Canadian and American dual Juris Doctor. We have Juris Doctor. So this one is our law school. And nursing, this one is really in demand program for domestic student, but unfortunately it's not offered for international student. So if you have a research about the nursing for University of Windsor, unfortunately this one is just for domestic student. But the good thing with this one is it's still a developing program. So we have 10 students from Saudi Arabia that we got. So if the 10 students is a successful student, so we can get 5 to 10 students from every country, including the Southeast Asia, including Indonesia as well. And then for sciences, this one is one of their biggest faculty. So from behavioral, from biochemistry, biomedical, we have computer science and some of the subdisciplines like applied computing, computer information system, software engineering specialization, also computer science and mathematics. So these are from all undergraduate. And we have bachelors of information technology, or bachelor of IT. And also we have environmental science, general science, forensic science, and then mathematics and medical physics. And for the graduate, these are all commissionable if the master's program falls under the ICBM, or international cohort-based or course-based masters. It's commissionable. So all are undergraduate and graduate from ICBM department or international cohort-based masters are commissionable. And then letter of offer. So uh we have two requirements in order for this for your student. If you are applying for a student or the student will apply, we are requiring two documents to apply, which is the transcript of record and then the passport. And after that, if your student is accepted with the on the University of Windsor, we will release a conditional offer letter. So in that conditions, wait, sorry. So in order for the student to accept the offer, the student needs to pay for the tuition deposit, and after we receive the payment, or after it reflects on the finance team, 5 to 10 days, we will release a provisional attestation letter. And after the student receives provisional attestation letter or PAL, the student can apply for the study permit using the PAL or provisional attestation letter and using the conditional offer letter. So it's a conditional offer letter, meaning there are conditions like, of course, you need to pay for the tuition deposit, and you need to submit the official transcript. So to make it official, the student has a two option, which is the first option is the student needs to send it or ask the school in Indonesia, the student school in Indonesia, to send it via email. So it's a school to school via email. Or to make it official, the student can bring it hard copy. As long as the transcript of record is sealed and stamped. As you can see here, the official documents should be submitted by the end of first term. So the student is or has a time to submit And then the only requirement they need to submit before the enrollment is the IELTS or English requirements. So every program has their own English requirement grade. So usually from 6 to 6.5 up to 7, they're requiring 6 to 7 general grade for IELTS. But if you have any questions for a certain program, feel free to ask Susan, and then Susan can connect your question to me. But I guess, wait, did I send the ask that you Windsor? You can check that ask that you Windsor later. I'll send it on our chat box. But if you have any questions from the programs up to the post admissions test, feel free to chat it on the chat box for us to answer it after the discussion. And then invest in new tuition fees and affordability. So the programs for undergraduate, the base tuition fee is 31 to 45 Canadian dollars. This one is a Canadian dollars. And for the course base, it's 17 to 22 Canadian dollars. Excluding the incidental fees. The incidental fees are uh the international health insurance, bus pass, drug plan, dental plan. So everything is there, the incidental fees. And then you can check also, I sent the link in our chat box, the tuition fee estimator. So you can click the link, and then you can explore if whether your student is from undergraduate or graduate program, and then you can choose the program. And you can see the tuition fee and other incidental fees. So you can print that out and send it to your student. And then for scholarship, so this one we can grant up to 20,000 scholarship for outstanding international student. I also sent the link for the scholarship for undergraduate student. uh the student can apply for all the scholarship available, for especially for undergraduate student. The student can apply for all the scholarship available on that link. So every link, you don't need to study the link, just send it to your potential student, or to your student who is applying for University of Windsor, and they can explore the link themselves, because every link has their own criteria for uh every link has their own criteria for requirement, documents, steps to follow. Some of them are they need to email a certain email in order for them to start their application. So I sent the link on our chat box, so you can copy it and paste it, or just screenshot it, or for you to remember the link. And then uh also we have a scholarship for graduate program, especially for the ICBM or International Cohort Based Masters program. It's an automatic scholarship, especially for Indonesian students. So it's a 4,000 Canadian dollars scholarship that is automatically granted for those who will apply for ICBMs. So it's called Global Impact Scholarship. I also sent the link on the chat box. Please feel free to explore the link. So next is the opportunities. So in terms of immigration, there are some opportunities for University of Windsor or after they graduate from University of Windsor. The first one is the postgraduate work permit or post-graduation work permit that allows them to stay for 3 years in Canada, so they can practice their own degree. They can have a full-time job. They can have a Canadian work experience. So, and then the others are Express Entry, the Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program. So not every provinces and cities in Canada has an Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program, or OINP and Express Entry. But fortunately for the University of Windsor, and especially it's located in Windsor, Canada, Windsor, Ontario, Canada, the Windsor has an Express Entry and Ontario Immigrant Nominee Program. So in terms of immigration pathway, studying in University of Windsor and living in Windsor, Canada is really an upscale for you if you have a plan to immigrate soon in Canada. And also some opportunities like they can conduct research and they can get paid during, so get a career ready with co-op. So we have options for co-op as well. Sorry. And this one, we have international student centers. So in terms of Head Start, welcome, academic support, we also have financial support. In terms of the student is, we have an academic. I mean, we have financial support like student loans. We have living support. So I check the living support. They are like giving clothes, food to those who are in need of living support. So it's like home away from home. This if the parents or the student is is worrying about their welfare in Canada. Canada is really safe, and as well as the University of Windsor, because we have international student center they can go to, because every support are there from orientation and transitioning, and even social and culture support. There are several Indonesians who are studying in University of Windsor, and also we have graduates from Indonesia, graduate from University of Windsor, that is I mean that is from Indonesia. And also we have an on-campus accommodation, so we have several options, and also we have 5 to 7 day meal plan. If you want to check the prices for this one, it's included in the tuition fee estimator. So you can explore the tuition fee estimator if you have any questions, because some of the agents are having a hard time to understand the tuition fee estimator. Feel free to ask Susan, and Susan can connect you to me in order for us to discuss the tuition fee estimator. So this one, the 7 day, 5 to 7 day meal plan, and the on-campus accommodation, it's really designed for affordability, and also it is designed for the safety and welfare of the students, especially the main market for Indonesia is undergraduate. So the parents are if the parents are worrying about the welfare of the students, well, we have an on-campus accommodation. They don't need to live outside the campus, so they just need to walk through their classes, and then we have a 5 to 7 day meal plan. And that 5 to 7 day meal plan is not the usual typical cafeteria food. So they can order it with the app on their phone. Is like if you have a Grab food or Gojek, yeah, Gojek. So it's like ordering a food with your phone and then pick it up in cafeteria. So yeah, basically that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to type it in the comment section.
Yes, so thank you, Patrick, for a very clear presentation. I think um one of our attendees is raising their hand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hang on. And I can see that questions are already in the Q&A box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, so I'm gonna allow agent from Mulia Edukasi Mandiri to talk, and
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna ask he or she gonna ask questions. Yeah.
I'm Adam Jumel. I'm from
Mm-hmm.
Mulia Education Mandiri. So I had three questions basically for Mr. Patrick. The first
Yeah.
question is I had to the first question is which major stands out the most there compared is to other university, and the other is, and for Indonesian student what additional benefit or what makes Indonesian student feels comfortable more than if we have to compare to the other university and what they gonna feel perceive. So that's my question, Mr. Patrick. Thank you.
Sorry, sorry, what is the first question?
Okay, the first question.
Yeah.
The first question is which major stands out the most there compared to other university?
Okay.
Thank
So with the first question, well, it's really subjective, but because every country has their own in-demand program, but the most outstanding is of course the engineering because of the engineering still developing because we have mechatronics, we have electric vehicles, so not most of the uh institution in Canada, especially the universities are offering the mechatronics and um the electric vehicle, and of course our research programs. But for of course for the agents, research base is not commissionable, but we are a research university in Canada, so we have the best research. And of course the main selling point is the University of Windsor because of its reputation. As you can see, we are part of the top 2% of world university ranking. So I mean, I guess that's somehow some of the students are, or some of the parents, and or most of the parents in Indonesia are considering the world university ranking because most of the agents are asking about what is the ranking for University of Windsor. So University of Windsor has a great reputation in terms of world ranking. And then wait, sorry. Then the second question
The
is
second question is for Indonesian student, what additional benefit do they receive at the university?
Indonesian.
Something like
Yeah, yeah.
special in the Windsor for Indonesian.
Okay, so Indonesian student is included with the Global Impact Scholarship for course-based masters. So Indonesian students is or will be granting a 4,000 an automatic 4,000 CAD scholarship if they apply to course-based masters or the ICBM. So that's one. And second is University of Windsor is the number two most diverse university in Canada, meaning to be honest, there are universities in Canada that is, or most of them are from South Asia, but with the University of Windsor we are the most diverse one. So I checked my record, so there are 20 students applying for from Canada right now, but uh from the previous application, I guess we have 30 students per year out of 100 from Southeast Asia. So it's really a great number for Indonesian students for University of Windsor.
Okay, thank you. So, is that clear?
Is it
Sorry,
clear?
I don't
Thank
know
you.
if if I
Yeah,
answered your question.
Is it clear? Is it clear? Is
yeah.
it clear? Thank you. And the last, maybe can could I have the presentation of the
Oh
soft
yeah,
file?
for sure, for sure.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll send it to Susan and Susan can distribute it. And then if you want some hard copy brochures, please let Susan know because I can send it through Susan and you can pick, or I can send it to
Okay.
your offices.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Patrick, and thank
All
you.
right. Thank you so much and hope to meet you soon if I mean Susan, they are based in Indonesia, not just from Surabaya.
Yeah, they are all based in Indonesia in various cities and locations as well. So this is a webinar for all cities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so because we have a quite limited time, I'm gonna jump back in the Q&A box
Okay. Yeah.
to see the questions that has been asked previously.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is in terms of course-based masters, is it written that the graduate students from um
Let's
okay,
get okay.
okay, okay.
Okay.
So for the PGWP? Yeah.
So, before, usually, if the student is graduate from 2 years, they will be granted a 3 years PGWP. If 1 year, they will be granted a 2 year PGWP. But the policies are changed if they are graduate from a master's program, including the course-based masters or ICBM, they will be granted a 3 years post-graduation work permit. Well, as of now, post graduation work permit is really good, but of course, we also have an option which is the the immigration after the post graduation work permit if they are looking for immigration because most of the students from course based masters has their own spouse family. I mean that's upscale for them if they want to immigrate in Canada, they can use the course based masters. If they want, they can study for 3 years and go home to Indonesia after uh, after the 3 years of post graduation work permit.
So, if the program is 12 to 16 months, they
Mhm.
have to study at least 16 months to get the
Yeah.
3 years PGWP, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So, if they want to have if they want to bring their spouse, they cannot fast forward it to 12 months. They have to do it in 16 months in minimum, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that is the IRCC policy for post graduation work permit and bringing a spouse.
Okay. Thank
Mhm.
you. So, I think it's okay. So, for ICBM, yeah, I think you have explained this as well.
Yeah, I mean all of the course-based masters, including the Masters of Management or ICBM, is considered as a master's program. So they are considered to, or they will be, they have a post-graduation work permit. They can apply for a post-graduation work permit up to 3 years after they graduate from a course-based masters or ICBM.
Okay, thank you. So now we're gonna jump back for those who are raising his hand, which is Mr. Danny. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Mr.
Hello, Mr.
I
Thank you for your explanation. Actually, it is interesting for me because I just know regarding the Canada University. I just wondering regarding the PhD admission, sir. How if we want to apply for admission PhD? It is we have to approach the professor, or we can directly apply from the admission platform. Thank you, sir.
You can apply directly to the admission platform because our website is really complete. But unfortunately, PhD program is not commissionable for the agent. If you have students who is looking for a PhD program, we can't release a commission for PhD student. We can
Mm.
just release a commission for ICBM's undergraduate program and MBAs and other like kinesiology, sports management only. But for PhD program, we don't have any commission for the agents.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Thank you for your question. Hopefully that's clear. And again, I just want to remind all of you if you have any questions after this, feel free to still chat me. We're gonna walk through with you. And again, if you have any students and the documents are complete, just send us an email. Yes, education team, we're gonna help you screen through the application. We do the like pre-assessment before submission and we're going to assist you with the application as well. So please let us know. And the second one is if one of you or any of you still confused on how to calculate the tuition fee using the
Yeah.
tuition fee cost estimator, um, it's actually the number mentioned. It's like two academic terms. Am I correct? Right? Yeah.
Well, it depends really on because it's different from time to time, but
Mm-hmm.
you can check whether it's per term, per year, or per course.
Yeah. Okay. So, but in general, in average, the tuition fee per year for undergraduate, which is I think Patrick has mentioned it
Mm-hmm.
in the PowerPoints, it's for per year. not per
Yeah,
semester, right?
yeah, that's per year.
Yeah. And for the master's program, it's also the tuition fee range actually depends on the program as well.
Mhm.
But once, maybe Patrick, can you just open the tuition fee estimator for us and
But
share and
let me check.
remind how to calculate it?
But I guess there is a question. Let's.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, internship. Is it paid and provided by University of Windsor? Master of Management has opportunity for internship. Is it paid internship? And
It depends on the program if there is a co-op option. So co-op in internship is somehow similar, but co-op is like a paid internship. So if the program has a co-op option, so most of them are from the undergrad, but for the ICBM or course-based masters, um internship is not required because they have to call this one. They have a post graduation work permit. So and they also have free time for them to have a part time. So if you want to earn money, so and then yeah, I guess for the ICBMs internship is not required for their program.
okay, thank you. So we're almost at the end of our webinar. If you still have questions, feel free to chat in the chat box, I mean the Q&A box. Again, if you want the brochure to be sent to your office, let me know and I'm gonna arrange it for you as well.
All right. Hi, Susan. Is it is
Yes,
my
we can see it. We can see it.
okay? This one is the tuition fee estimator. I sent the link. So let's go for the undergraduate because this one is, I guess, the in demand program. Let's go for computer science, full time, international. Let's include the housing. Let's go for the single room. And then for the meal plan, let's choose a 7-day meal plan. So for undergraduate of computer science, full-time international, per year is 31.65. This one is assessed each term. So these are the incidentals included. And then the 5 to 7 day meal plan and also the housing each term. So this is like 1,000 plus per month. And then you can print this out and send it to the parent or to the student.
So remind us once again. So one term is how many months?
One term is sometimes uh less than 5 months or four months. It consists of 4 months.
Okay, so typically in one year there are three terms.
In one year there is four terms for I mean sorry, there are two terms in one year.
Okay, so and the rest is school break.
Yeah, and there is school break. They can work full time during the school break. And for the ICBM or course based master, it consists of four terms. So 2 years.
Okay, well, I think it's pretty clear, and we are really on time as well.
Yeah.
So I'm so thankful for your time. Thank you everyone for joining this webinar. Again, feel free to reach out to us for any questions you have. Again, winter application is already open. So if you have any students, just let us know.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we have a special scholarship for Indonesian student, which is automatically 4,000 Canadian dollars.
Yeah.
So if you have student, let us know and send us the documents, and we'll help to check and get back to you with the feedback. So thank
And if ever, sorry, Susan, and if ever that they want to have an info session, in partnership with Education and University of Windsor, feel free to contact Susan so we can conduct an info sessions, or a webinar for Indonesian student. And I will be visiting Indonesia in October to November, so we can have a meeting or we can have a small info sessions in your office in partnership with Yes Education.
Yes, it's perfect. And actually, I think Patrick is joining our annual summit as well in
Yeah.
September.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you can meet with him in person later on. So thank you so much, everyone. See you next time. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Have a nice day. Bye.